hella bitch. Hoorah! Step up in this bitch.
Stage Presence Mastery Series. I'm Luther Mallory, a performance coach. And before you click off this, because only 16% of people make it to the end, and I don't care who does or who doesn't, but these legends that we're breaking down have ultra interesting insights into how to stand out, which is good in this attention market, and how to influence human beings through connection. This is how you build a career doing anything if you want an audience. So we're going to do Doechii's Tiny Desk concert, break it down, look at what she's doing as a performer, and some festival footage and some interview footage where she drops some crazy gems. So let's deep dive Doechii and go, why, Doechii, are you doing this well? What's happening? What are you doing? Let's get into it.
They said they want me to rap. They want real rap from a bitch, like they out rapping a bitch. Yes.
So let's talk about the obvious stuff right away with this, that we always talk about. Focus. Where's Doechii's focus right now? External, in the environment with the audience. Look at, she's having a conversation with someone. See that? She's talking to Tiny Desk and she's looking at them. She's talking to her band. Look at, looking at real people there. Right? So right in the external, not in the controlled middle in her head going, what am I doing? What am I doing? Another thing that's very interesting is it's incredibly meta. She's decided to do this intro that talks about, what is this? And then there's my favorite part. Why? It kills the perfectionism for her, first of all. And she goes, I don't care. Everything is on the table now. Right? And it makes the audience go, really? You do that? And she goes, yeah, I don't care. So now they're watching, because remember what stage presence is, right? Be unpredictable and interesting. That's very unpredictable. You'd go, you're really willing to do that weird noise? And she goes, yeah. And they go, I'll keep watching you because you've proven that you've got some pretty weird courage. And that's what we want in artists, courage.
Hello, Tiny Desk. Get top on the phone.
So when somebody's in that external focus, environment, audience, it's really easy to get to know them because it is the conversational space. That's where you talk to people. So people go, oh, like everyone in that audience is looking at her because she's looking at them, and they're kind of at least subconsciously going, well, she's looking at me, so I better pay attention. She's not zoned out. So you can't really sleep in the audience. You can't really fall asleep because she's going to lock eyes with you and you're going to go, whoa. Crazy players.
Went on the road for this shit, played humble for this shit, mugs people goes with this shit, might call Kendrick for this shit. I'm with the bull and the shits, I'm going home with the shits. God, let's get top on the phone, y'all. Should we get him on the phone?
See how external?
Get him on the phone?
So look at this again. Rapping.
Mugs people goes with this shit, might call Kendrick for this shit. I'm with the bull and the shits, I'm going home with the shits. God, let's get top on the phone, y'all. Should we get him on the phone?
Switches to talking. Seamlessly. That's how you know when you're really in the external focus. That's the test right there. If you can be seamless between rapping or singing or performing and with talking, and she just moved seamlessly from singing the song to you and then just talking, and she didn't disappear. Usually when artists are singing or rapping or performing on stage, they have a little piece of them at the very least back here in their mind going, measure it, analyze it. And so they disappear to do that. And when they talk, they come out. But if you're really good at the external, like she is in the conversational place, she just stays. She doesn't disappear to go sing something at all. She just stays there. So now she's stood up too. So she's in whatever it is, 3 minutes. She's hit us with so much interesting and unpredictable shit. This is stage presence, interesting and unpredictable. You want the audience to go, and you do that? And you go, yeah. And they go, and that? And they go, yeah.
With they nicotine treats. I wish I had a soda and a dime piece each, so I could just get back and say my line.
And so we talk about focus again, and we go, where is her focus? External mostly, but also anchored to the words. She's internal right now. Look at this. What's she listening to? What is she anchored to in her focus? The words. Most people, rappers, anchored to their flow, usually, because they want to control the flow. Singers, pitch, usually. Here's an artist that is autopiloting the flow and the pitch. And you can hear that she is listening to her words because they're so clear. It comes across like she's talking to you, right? When people are anchored to their flow or their pitch, it comes across a little distracted from the words. Not bad, by the way. Nothing is a bad choice. But this is an artist, and look at the whole band in the external. Right? You can't fall asleep in that audience because you're going to get caught because they're looking at you. So the words are coming across so conversationally that you can tell. Listen.
2019, nice clean nigga did me dirtier than laundry. Took a scroll through his IG just to get a DM from his wife.
So isn't it incredibly obvious now that you see that she's listening in her mind? She's anchored to the words, not the flow.
Turns out the girl was really a dude.
So that's a choice, by the way. That's a choice that you can make too. What do I anchor to? What is interesting? Well, are you a lyric fan? You like your lyrics? Listen to your lyrics and don't listen to the styling of the lyrics, right? Listen to the lyrics themselves, the words. That's what she's doing. That's what's keeping her so present in the story and very theatrical.
Platinum record this, Bible record that. Fast forward me, 2023. I'm stacking lots of cheese and making money. My grass is really green and honestly, I can't even fucking count no more. It's a really dark time for me. I'm going through a lot. By a lot, you mean drugs? I wouldn't. Drugs? No, it's a natural plan.
I'm not judging.
I don't think.
I'm just saying.
I'm not an addict.
You want to talk about it?
I mean, fuck. I like pills. I like drugs. I like.
So there's a great moment, right? And that's in the song, I think. I don't know the song, the recording of the song. But that takes rehearsal. And people get away from that and they go, I don't want to do that because it comes across as inauthentic or it comes across as stiff or something. No. To do something like that, to do something like this, you simply have to rehearse it enough that it comes back into feeling spontaneous.
No, it's a natural plan.
I'm not judging.
I don't think.
I'm just saying.
Right, so these two sit in a room together for a couple of hours and go, let's get the timing right. And that is the burden of the planned moment, as we call it. As soon as you're planning stuff like that, it takes rehearsal. And by the way, when you pull that off and it feels as good as she's doing it right there, the audience is going, at least subconsciously, the audience is going, oh, you prepared this. You tried. You did this for us. This is very fucking cool. Thank you.
$100,000 oops made me loopy. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Don't wanna have to turn a nigga guts into soup.
Whoa, Doechii. You're getting beside yourself. So
Sorry.
let's take it easy, okay? So Tiny Desk, let's do this breathing exercise with her, okay? Can you
help me breathe?
Let's go.
That's fun. So are you going to help me breathe? So crowd engagement, first of all. Let's train you guys. You going to help me? And then they designed this weird thing. And by the way, the reason this is so cool, this thing, is because this is the type of thing that an artist lays in bed 20 minutes before sleep at some point and goes, I should do this rhythmic breathing thing. And then their brain goes, what is that? Nobody's done that. And they go, maybe it'd be cool. And your brain shuts it down. Your brain goes, that's insane and stupid. No, right? It takes risk to do this type of thing. But this is an artist that goes, fuck it. I'm going to do what I want. And then pulls it off. And what reward do you get for this? It is interesting and unpredictable. It's cool and innovative. It's unique and interesting. That's what you get for it. So if you can override your ego, who goes, don't do that stupid thing. And you go, maybe it's not stupid if we rehearse it and it's interesting. If you can override that, then you get the rewards for it.
You ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Tell a bitch, hoorah. Step up in this bitch, I look too fly. Cop the tea, your shit on Ventura. Took a midnight swim in my Jula. These hating bitches clog my medulla. I showed the bitch my pen, then I shot a essay them in my Jula. Doechii the time.
Doechii the D, Doechii Supreme, the swan.
Freaky little, sneaky little.
Oh, fuck. That was heavy. So a couple things about this as we watch it again. The thing takes a couple of things. This. See how the crowd loves it too? This takes discovery. This takes exploration, my friend, okay? This takes you sitting in a bedroom or in a rehearsal space and going, what can my voice do? What is interesting? And having the guts to let yourself try things. That's how you get there. The other thing that's helping her is good vocal technique. Technique is the language that expression speaks. So if you really want to tell better stories, come over to the technical side and build the mechanics of your voice and understand where the valves are and everything. And then you can make noises like this on purpose and not guess about it. So that's really cool too. But this is mostly an expressive exploration. And you can do this in your bedroom. For 20 minutes, put your camera on and go, do some shit. And make yourself embarrassed and make yourself try things and stretch and go, is that interesting? Is that interesting? That's what this person is doing, I guarantee. By the way, on this pause shot, look at the benefit of being in the external. The whole band is there. Look at the drummer, right? In the external. Look at that bass player celebrating in the external, all right? And it's not better or worse than the internal. But it's awfully interesting because there's a certain type of connection in that external place that produces the result that conversations produce, which is connection, which is, oh, I'm seeing you, I can respond to you. Look at these two artists behind her. Very, very cool. I think there's vision here too. Because look at the eyes and stuff. I think if you asked Doechii, she'd go, that's a certain character that I play, and she'd probably have a backstory for that character. You know, she knows more about that grunty, growly thing than we can imagine she knows, and that's what's driving it. Vision, and you know from the rest of this series, with Maddie Healy, with a bunch of these people, Jacob Collier, there's deep vision. Tyler from 21 Pilots. These great artists have vision. They go, I know what I'm doing here. And it's deep. But listen to how fucking heavy this is.
Step up in this bitch, I look too fly. Cop the tea, your shit on Ventura. Took a midnight swim in my Jula. These hating bitches.
So we come back to skill for this again. Listen to how laid back on the beat this.
Step up in this bitch, I look too fly.
That's what makes that so heavy, that it's so laid back. So it's hoo-ha, sha-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-boo-ba, sha-da-da-da-da-da. She's a it's like way laid back. It's not da-da-da-da-da-da-hoo-ha, ja-ja-ja-ja-ja. No, it's da-da-da-da-da-da-ooh-ah, ya-da-da-da-da-da. She's way laid back on that. She's way behind that beat. And that is feel and flow, and that is connecting to the music, not the notes. Do you know what I'm saying? This is a person connected to the music, feeling the pulse of the music, not going, what's the note or what's the rhythm? No, connected to the foundational spiritual pulse of the thing.
She mean she freaky cunnilingus is Dalai Lama. Don't she cool it in a fan, but she get hotter than a sauna. Take a trip out to Japan and I tsunami her vagina. Wind it down a Benihana. I'm the new whip Madonna. I'm the new whip Madonna. I'm the track race Sean. I don't know what type of motherfucking crack they on. I'm like Carrie Bradshaw with a back brace on. I've been carrying you bitches now for way too long.
Okay, so here's a great example of what happens to focus. Here's a great real-time example of what happens with focus when you've got a lot to do on the technical side, because you know how we split this. The expressive, the technical side of what you do on a stage, the expressive side of how you deliver what you do. Now, all of a sudden, Doechii has a technical requirement, which is quicker flow, much faster rapping. Watch. So where's her focus right now? I've been training you on this for 4 months. Where's her focus right now? So she comes back here into the internal a little bit, if not the controlled middle. And again, the controlled middle isn't bad. It's just the compulsive controlled middle that's bad. Look at this. See how she disappears a bit with her eyes? Why is that? Because there's a technical requirement now that is so intense that she can't just be totally available in the external with the audience or something, because she's got some shit to do. There's something to do there. So she's got to concentrate. So she goes, excuse me for just a minute. And she's got to kind of dial that in a little bit, right? So that's why that's happening. I've got some shit I have to do back here. And as it gets simpler, watch what happens to her. See, same place, still internal. Because there's a commitment, but look at this. Then it gets simple again, and it's simple again, and she comes out. So now it's simple. See, now it's simple, so she can come back and be available and present again. But she had to disappear for a little bit, because there was a technical requirement that required her attention inside.
Put the motherfucking money in my motherfucking hands. This is a song that I think other dark-skinned women will relate to. So I dedicate this to all the beautiful black women in the room. This is Black Girl Memoir. Let's go.
So what a wonderful thing. For anybody to go, hey, I have opinions. I have social opinions, political opinions, and I'm going to say them. As opposed to, I'm not going to say them because I'm afraid some people won't like them. We want people to not like us. If nobody doesn't like you, then you're not challenging them with your art at all, right? So very cool to see Doechii say that and go, okay, look at what you stand for. All right, and I can figure out if she is for me, if she's the leader of me, if she's an artist that I want to follow, based on what she is risking sharing with me. And that is how you pull your 3% closer and get rid of the people you don't want. So look at the power of banter in this situation when you tell people what you mean, who you are, your vision, what you're about, and then you play a song. So now we know what this song is about because she introduced it. And she has people in the world that she wants to empower, black women, for instance, in this song. And those black women watching at home or in the audience are going like, yes, this is for me. This is a leader of me. This is someone that knows what I want to know, knows what I do know, resonates with me. And they get empowered and they get invigorated by Doechii and they go, you are a leader of the message that I like. And that's how you do that. But you have to risk sharing who you are to identify the people that are going to get you as a leader. Right? Help them identify you as a leader of them.
It's a sticker up, rig it up, nigga dig it up, nigga pick your bluff, pick it up, push your fucking luck. It's a sticker up, rig it up, nigga dig it up. It's a sticker up, say fuck it up. This is not a bluff. It's a sticker up, rig it up.
Okay, now let's look at focus again. Watch this. So let me just preface by going, we're talking about focus anchors, right? We're talking about internal focus, thoughts and feelings, and anchoring to an element that excites you, right? Look at this. Remember, we're saying Doechii really likes the words. She's always focused on the words, not right here. Listen, she is focused in the internal, look at eyes closed and all of that, and she is anchored to the rhythm of this. So she's anchored her ears probably to the music so that she can feel the rhythm, and she's more interested in and she's getting into this space, and you can tell because the lyrics disappear, watch this, and the rhythm shows up. Here we go.
Fuck is up. This is not a bluff. It's a sticker up. Rig it up. Nigga dig it up. Nigga pick your bluff. Pick it up. Push your fucking luck. It's a sticker up. Rig it up. Nigga dig it up. It's a sticker up. Say fuck is up. This is not a bluff. It's a sticker up. Rig it up. Nigga rig it up. Nigga pick your bluff. Pick it up. Push your fucking luck. It's a sticker up. Rig it up. Nigga dig it up. It's a sticker up.
So she was focused on the rhythm of that and vibing, and then the build of that. And the lyrics autopiloted. She autopiloted the lyrics for that part so she could focus on this intensity of a build and some rhythmic flow. Isn't that interesting that you can see where people are focused if you pay attention? And so you choose something that excites you.
Tiny Desk, I want to take a second and say thank you so much for being so present in this moment with me. Thank y'all for supporting me, and I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. My name is Doechii. Alligator Bites Never Heal is out now. Thank y'all so much, and I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, okay?
So they're present with her because she's present, right? So this is the rule. The audience is a reflection of you and your inner world, your beliefs, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. So if you're fearful, they're fearful. If you're distracted, they're distracted. If you're present, they are present. And Doechii has been present in the external and in the internal, and has been very, very low judgmental of herself or anything else. And that makes the audience relax and go, okay, that's what I'll give you back then. Remember the oldest cliche, I feed off the energy of the audience. Well, who begins the transaction? The artist does. So how you are on a stage or in front of a camera or in any performance medium in your life, anytime you present yourself to someone else, you are going to get reflected back to you what you give out. You can zoom out from that and say, reality is a reflection of your inner world. That's manifestation. So you manifest the state of the audience. And you do that through your inner beliefs, thoughts, feelings, actions, as Doechii did so masterfully. And then on top of that, cranked it up with stage presence and went, hey, I'm going to give you some drama, some theater, some interesting, some unpredictable, some sad, some happy, some social, all of that stuff. And the audience gets to go, and you do that, and gain trust with this artist. This is why this artist is doing what they are doing right now, which is blowing up, because people are going, you really belong there, don't you? You're a leader. And Doechii goes, yeah, I really think so. I have something to say, and I'm going to risk sharing it. So here's Doechii in a different setting, which was at a huge festival. Look at this. Little pre-show ritual. We don't know what she did before this. This is seconds before she goes on. But look her down on the ankles in the squat position. Do you ever do this? This is very, very helpful for your movement. Just even this simple thing, to get down on your knees, down in that position, so your body can go, are we going to use this space? And you go, maybe. And your brain goes, okay, I'll prepare for that. Rather than getting on stage and going, can I even crouch down? I don't know. And your brain will go, don't try it. Don't try it. But if you try it first, this is what the pre-show ritual is for, finding your range of motion, to train your brain and say, hey, brain, we might do all of this type of shit. And your brain goes, I'll prepare for that. Rather than getting on stage and going, I wish I could put my arm up. And your brain goes, don't do it. Too much of a risk. Do it first in the pre-show ritual. Okay, so look at the outfit, right? And so look at the risk involved. This is a person that has to go, am I going to wear the equivalent of underwear on stage at a festival? And then has to go, yes. That takes belief and confidence, right? But you don't not have that. You know what I'm saying? Think about yourself and go, am I interested in dressing like that? And if the answer is, yeah, I think so, I have an element of that I'm interested in, then you go, how far could I, she likes that sound. You go, how far can I push that, right? That is available. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if there's a sexual element even, and I'm not saying this is a sexual choice, but if there's a sexual element, a skin element, even a thirst trap element to what you do, and you desire that, you can do that. That is available. And that is yet another category of risk and sharing. And another way to empower people, empower yourself. Another way to get people away from you who think it's inappropriate. It's a very good tool. And remember, there are no rules. There are only tools. This is one of them. So if you've been thinking, like, I'd like to be more scantily clad in my art. I'd like to have more of a sexual element. You can do that. Just want to make sure that it's aligned with you and your values and your beliefs and your vision, right? But just don't think, no, that's for big artists. No, it's not. No, it's just a tool.
How is all of this, like going from almost obscurity and just making this good music that some people know to now making this great music that everybody, you can't get away from it?
It's been like a test of my stamina, a test on my passion, and consistency. But honestly, I feel like I'm working a muscle that I needed to work. So I feel very welcoming of like my new demand and my new success. And I feel like I'm aligned right where I need to be. So feels good. I feel good.
You are a...
So that's a neat answer to that, right? My new demand. Yeah, because if you get famous like this and you get kind of blasted off in this way, we saw this happen with Chapel Roan too, that's very overwhelming. That's fucking wild. To go from expressive artist and I'm making stuff and I'm sort of in that zone, and now I'm touring and emailing and calling and interviewing and all of this stuff. You get pulled from the expressive space over to the technical space, and then there's high demand. But she goes, it's driving me. I needed to face this. You know, I was living in artist mode probably. This is me assuming what she means by this, of course. But then I got pulled over here and it goes, go, and go hard. And she goes, good. And then she's letting it drive her. We saw with Chapel, it'd be interesting. She comes over here and she felt like she really lost something over on the expressive side of going like, I don't know if this is cool, this whole intensity of this kind of thing. But it's awfully true for anybody. The more you get pulled into society's demands, the further you get pulled from expression. And it's quite hard to balance that if you come over here and you get trapped here. Now you have a team of 6 people. Now you have a team of 80 people and you go, holy fuck, it's easy to identify over here. But I want to get back over here and make the art and make the art. But she's saying it's been driving her. Very interesting.
We're here talking today about creating without limits.
Yes.
And you made all this happen by exercising your creative freedom. Can you talk to us about that?
Absolutely. I literally woke up and I told my label, I'm going to drop a mixtape. It's going to be whatever I want it to be, and I don't know what that is yet. And I wrote a song a day for a month, and I just let my intuition lead me, and it led me to this project, and it led me to limitless creativity, not overthinking. I told my story. I told it honestly and accurately, and I feel like it paid off.
That's why.
Oh my God. Do you see what that means? This is a person who was probably, I told my label, kind of trapped over here in the technical thing of how do I do it? How do I make it? Who do I have to email? And then went, oh, fuck. But I am this expressive artist. Told my label, I'm going to make a mixtape. It's going to be whatever I want. Meaning expressively, I'm going to do what I want. And then what happened? Success. And we're talking about massive success. We don't care about the level of success, but excess in her mind, in her heart, in her spirit. She unlocked something by making the expressive return, as we call it, from being trapped in society to being an expressive person and an artist. And then so she made some stuff, a song a day, went through that process of just pounding expression. And then it paid off. We've seen this story tons of times. Stop chasing over here. Come over to the expressive side and make some shit that's absolutely aligned with your energy. And then see what happens in society with that. But if you start with society and guessing what they want from you, you can't do it. So here's Doechii's story, the classic expressive return.
My fans themselves are starting to curate this energy at the shows that is just kind of inexplainable. I just feel like we are genuinely, this is going to sound so like fake deep, but we are literally connected and we're aligned. I feel like we're all on the same wave, we're all on the same page, and we're healing at these concerts. But, you know, I don't want to start preaching. Now.
Healing at the concerts. That's what it's for. Why does the stage exist? It is a ritual altar. It is a spiritual gateway. And whoever gets on it says, I can lead the ritual. And if you can, then the connection is made. So it's absolutely true. We're connected. We're opening up something. What did she say?
And we're healing at these.
Healing. It is healing. Because everyone is doing everything to try to get back to expression and get back to feeling good and healing from society. Right? Getting back to the innocence and the freedom. And so she gets on the ritual altar and she leads the ritual and she opens the gateway and everybody gets to heal. That's why people come to the foot of your stage too. Hey, can you show me something? Can you remind me that I'm still cool? And if you can say, yeah, and you do it, you get to heal, and so do they.